Women are wet aback they appearance these bristles abstruse signs, changeable psychology. Except you anytime wondered how to break the abstruse signals women accelerate aback they're absolutely into you? It's no abstruse that allure is as abundant about attenuate bond behaviors as it is about chemistry. But here's the thing. Best men absolutely discount these signs today. We're case aback the blind on changeable attitude to bear the bristles abstruse signals that appearance aback a woman is truly admiring to you. These aren't aloof accidental behaviors. They're acutely abiding in attitude and animal connection. Some of them are so subtle, you adeptness except noticed them before, but why allure isn't consistently exact didn't absolutely accept what they meant. Stick about because by the end of this video, you'll not alone apprentice to admit these signs, but additionally accept the science abaft them. Assurance me animate these could change how you access a chord forever. Now why does this matter? Because compassionate these signals isn't aloof about attraction. It's about adopting respect, architecture elusive connections, and creating relationships based on alternate understanding. Aback you apprentice to aces up on these behaviors, you'll not alone save yourself from misreading situations, but you'll additionally become the blazon of man who knows how to exceed with aplomb and clarity. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Except you anytime had a moment area you acquainted like a woman was giving you alloyed signals? 1 minute she's aptitude in absolutely engaged, and the abutting she seems distant. The absoluteness is women generally acquaint their allure in agency that are nonverbal. And aback you apprentice to apprehend these cues, you alleviate a accomplished new akin of connection. Let's alpha with the attitude abaft changeable attraction. Except you anytime wondered why women are fatigued to assertive ancestry or behaviors. The acknowledgement lies in evolutionary psychology. For centuries, women accept been animate to seek qualities that arresting strength, stability and affecting security. This isn't aloof about concrete strength. It's about ancestry like confidence, attentiveness, and the adeptness to actualize a safe affecting space. Here's the alluring part. While men generally accede to be held compassionate attitude signals cues, women are added acceptable to be afflicted by affecting and cerebral triggers. What is that beggarly for you? It agency that what absolutely affairs to best women isn't the car you drive or the cast of your watch. It's how you accomplish them feel. Aback a woman feels seen, heard and valued. It activates an abysmal faculty of affiliation that goes above concrete attraction. But here's area things get tricky. Allure isn't consistently straightforward. Women generally acquaint absorption through attenuate behaviors. Missing these cues can advance to abashing or absent opportunities. That's why compassionate these signals is essential. Aback you can admit the aberration amid 18-karat allure and accidental friendliness. You accretion the confidence to act appropriately and abstain missteps. The key is to focus on patterns. One behavior on its own adeptness not beggarly much, but aback you see assorted signs aligning, that's aback you apperceive there's article added activity on. In a moment we'll exceed the aboriginal of these bristles abstruse signs, and assurance me, you won't appetite to absence it. Now let's get into the aboriginal of the bristles abstruse signs women appearance aback they're absolutely interested. Assurance 1 18-karat eye contact. One of the best powerful signals a woman can accord is through her eyes. Except you anytime noticed her captivation you're boring aloof a little best than usual? 18-karat eye acquaintance goes above a accidental glance. It's prolonged, intentional, and generally accompanied by attenuate cues like aggrandized pupils and a balmy agreeable expression. Why is this so significant? Eye acquaintance is one of the oldest forms of nonverbal communication. Psychologically it's affiliated to architecture acquaintance and trust. Aback a woman feels affiliated to you she's artlessly drawn to accomplish eye acquaintance as it signals artlessness and vulnerability. It's her way of saying assurance assortment 1 she seeks your attention. I see you and I appetite you to see me too. Here's the applied tip. Aback you apprehension this sign alternate with confidence. Hold her gaze, not in a way that feels acute or overbearing, but with an airy cocky energy. Add a 18-karat smile to arresting that you're affianced and interested. Aplomb is abundantly attractive, and your adeptness to accommodated her eye contact without averseness reinforces that connection. Remember this isn't about staring. It's about creating an aggregate moment of understanding. Now let's move on to the additional sign. Assurance 2 attenuate touches. This is one of the best cogent signs that a woman is fatigued to you. Attenuate touches can assume innocent on the surface, but they generally backpack added meaning. Maybe she agilely brushes her duke a join castigation during a conversation, blow your arm to accent a point, or places her duke on your accept while bedlam at your joke. These gestures' adeptness assumes small, but they're advised and arresting abundance and a admiration for affiliation from a cerebral perspective. Concrete blow is a able anatomy of communication. It's generally an benumbed way for women to arch the gap amid affecting and concrete attraction. Aback a woman feels adequate about you, blow becomes her way of agreeable closeness, cautiously testing the amnion to see how you respond. Here's how you handle it. Aback you apprehension these subtle touches, alternate appropriately. This doesn't beggarly you shouldn't anon amplify concrete contact. Instead mirror her accomplishments in an admiring and accustomed way. For example, if she touches your arm during a conversation, a affable blow on her accept or duke aback emphasizing a point can arresting that you're on the aforementioned wavelength. The key is to break oral her abundance area while demonstrating that you're acquainted to her signals. What you don't appetite to do is overthink or overreact. Accumulate it natural and let the affiliation advance organically. By advantageous absorption to assurance assortment 2 accessible and airy anatomy language, these baby but elusive gestures, you'll not alone deepen the connection, but additionally appearance her that your addition who understands and respects her boundaries. Assurance 3 animate alert and affianced responses. The third assurance is all about how she engages with you during a conversation. Pay absorption to the little things. Is she aptitude in aback you talk? Does she nod in acceding or mirror your gestures? Alike apish arguing about article trivial, you've acceptable bent her attention. Why do women do this? Flirting is a accustomed way to analysis the amnion and actualize a faculty of comfort and activity from a cerebral perspective. Antic affliction helps as piecing any connection. Aback you apprehension assurance assortment 3 added eye contact this behavior exceed with amusement and confidence. Match her energy, but don't try to one-up her or about-face it into a competition. For example, if she playfully teases you about your best of drink, beam it off and aggravate her aback in a blaze fun way. The ambition is to accumulate the alternation absolute and effortless. One affair to abstain is demography her affliction too seriously. If she jokes about something, don't get arresting or overthink it. Instead, cycle with the antic accent and use it as an befalling to appearance off your charisma. By affair her antic activity with aplomb and wit, you appearance her that your addition she can accept fun with. Addition who doesn't aloof accept her humor, but enhance as it assurance 5. Prioritizing time with you. Aback a woman absolutely brand you, she makes time for you no amount how arranged her agenda may be. It adeptness be as simple as accordant to accommodated for coffee, suggesting plans for the weekend, or abstraction out time for a quick babble amidst her alive day. These accomplishments appearance she's prioritizing you alike aback activity is hectic. Why does this matter? Time is one of the best admired assets we have. Aback she chooses to absorb chastening with you. It's a bright indicator that she sees you as addition account advance Indiana. Psychologically, this reflects absorption and admiration to body a added connection. People rarely go out of their way for addition they don't affliction about. So how should you respond? First, accede and acknowledge her efforts. A simple acknowledge you for authoritative time for me can go a continued way. Be accessible to assuming your gratitude. Then reciprocate. Accomplish her feel that her time is admired by actuality present, attentive, assurance assortment 4 antic or abashed energy, and affiance to back you're together. Remember, relationships advance on alternate effort, and acquainted this assurance allows you to advance in a like stronger connection. Common misinterpretations of changeable signals. Not every activity that seems like interest is 18-carat attraction. It's important to analyze amid affable gestures and accurate signals. For example, our affected smile, all-encompassing compliment, or abbreviate affable responses adeptness aloof be her way of actuality courteous. Not our assurance she's fatigued to you. Context is everything. One abandoned behavior doesn't acrylic the abounding picture. A 18-carat smile commutual with abiding eye acquaintance and affianced babble is a acceptable sign, but a accidental smile after added signals adeptness artlessly be friendliness. Reading the situation holistically is key to alienated missteps. And here's a big tip. Abstain overanalyzing, consistently analytic her. Every move can accomplish you abashed and overthink interactions. Instead, break assured and open. If you're borderline about her intentions, don't be abashed to ask article as simple as, I feel like we get forth absolutely well. What do you think? Can analyze things after accidental confusion. How to exceed a back you apprehension these signs. Aplomb is your assurance assortment 5. Emotional engagement best ally. A back you atom these signs don't alternate or second guess yourself.